So for the final part of sketching Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire's all three Spider-Mans in particular portrait, we are going to focus on three parts: the remaining part of Tom Holland face, the remaining part of Andrew Garfield suits, and this is a darker one where the blue color is going on, and the backward parts of Andrew Garfield, then the suit of Tom Holland, and then finally the bigger suit, the darker and the personally my favorite suit of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. So now focusing on the remaining parts of the face, if you can see that the part of Tom Holland face is looking little bit darker, but the face of the skin tone of the Tom Holland is little bit lighter, right? So if you want to make it look more light, don't use the paper color or don't leave the paper as white as much as you can. Just make a base layer of 2B pencil, then use 3B pencil for the darker ones, and then finally we have used in every previous parts or my every sketches that we have used eraser for the final part of making highlights. But for this particular sketch I'm going to use the common rubber that everyone have in stationery and we have used in our schools also.
So hey art lovers, it's SP. Welcome to my world of portrait sketching. Subscribe now if you love art just like me, and hit that bell notification on if you want to get notified every time I upload a new art tutorial for you all. If you haven't seen part 1 and 2, then first link is in the description box.
The same thing or the same rubber we are going to make in this particular portrait and making highlights using it so that you can have a skin tone of whiter one in Tom Holland's face. So you can see that the light source is on right hand side part of the face of Tom Holland, right? So of course the darker part we're going on the back hand side part or the left hand side part of Tom Holland, but the light source is also on the back side part of Tom Holland, as the portrait or the reference picture that I am using is a reference picture or a edited one. It is not a motion picture or a particular portrait, it is an edited one. So that problem here is that you can have different type of light sources going on in every directions, so you have to keep on focusing on details also. Now the backside part of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man suit is blue, but the problem is that upper part is light blue, downside part or the shoulder part, downside part of shoulder is little bit darker blue. So if you want to give it more realistic look, you have to make a base layer using a 5B or 6B pencil, as that blue is little bit darker color. So use 5B or 6B pencil, make a base layer, use hatching technique. You can also use any technique that you want, but I personally use hatching technique, then shading, and then finally using a blending using a mechanical pencil and also blending stumps, which I have used in previous parts also. Then finally making the darker parts using 7B or 8B pencil, like the downside part of the blue where the darker blue is going on, right? So after making the backside part of Andrew, our focus will be on the Tom Holland's Spider-Man suit. The main difference between Tom Holland Spider-Man suit and Andrew's and Tobey Maguire suit is that the Tom Holland Spider-Man suit in this particular portrait or the reference picture that I'm using is little bit lighter or little bit like light red, not complete red. So making those parts I am using the same technique that we have used in Andrew Garfield Spidey's main suit, that we are going to use a mechanical pencil. But the change here is that we have used 3B pencil also in Andrew Garfield's suit, where we have used blending stump for blending those parts. But for this particular Tom Holland's Spidey's suit, we are going to make only a base layer using mechanical pencil and blending it using a makeup brush, and then finally using a mono eraser for having those highlights of straight parts of the Spider-Man suit. And then finally making the only darker parts like the upside part or the neck part of Spidey's suit of Tom Holland is little bit darker, so darkening those only parts using 3B pencil. You should focus on the details that you see while making any portraits. If you are going to miss the details that you see, your sketch or your portrait will be ruined. I personally say this and I have personally experienced these things. So now after making those portraits look more easy and more beautiful, our focus will be on the darker parts, like the Spider-Man, that the center of the chest where the small Spider-Man is more visible and more darker, but also a lightening or highlighted also. So for making those smaller details, use mechanical pencil and apply little bit more pressure so that you can have more darker values. Now finally, making the parts of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's the downside part of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man suit. The main thing here is that backside part of Tom Holland face, where the darker look going on of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man suit. So for making those parts, don't just use directly 8B or 7B pencil and darken those black parts. Use a base layer using 3B pencil or 4B pencil, and the same technique that we have used in previous two parts of the Spider-Man suits, same technique applied here also. Make outlines using low pressures, like straight white lines, straight darker blue lines, darker red lines, and then finally use layer by layer thing for making those look more realistic and more shady thing. But the main difference here is that the spider that is visible on the chest of Tobey Maguire is completely dark, but having little bit more grayish look also. So for making those completely dark look, don't use graphite pencil. I personally say that use charcoal pencil for having those darker parts, because it will give you a completely different look and it will give you a more realistic look while making those darker parts. And then finally, for the remaining part of the suits, use mechanical pencil. Just use base layer, shade it, and every parts of the Spider-Man suit, shade it, and then use a blending stump. You can also use makeup brushes for blending, but if you're going to have a more darker look or more darker blending, I recommend that use blending stumps. After blending, just finally use mono eraser for darkening those every remaining parts. And the remaining part of Tom Holland also, like downside part of Tom Holland, use a charcoal pencil for making those completely darker parts. And then finally, for the second and third layers, use a mono eraser. And using mono eraser, you can have more darker and more highlighted your look. The mono eraser is the most important thing for making any portraits. So if you are going to use mono eraser more effectively, just comment down below. I will make a portrait or another tutorial for you all, so that you can have an idea of how you can use mono eraser for sketching your portraits, or you can have more highlights. Now the downside part of the Tom Holland Spider-Man suit, it is completely black, but shading and highlights also going on. So for shading and highlights, use blending stumps, and for highlights, use mono eraser, so that you can have a different and particularly more grayish and more whiter looks. I'm going to see you in next portrait. This portrait, if you are going to see in real time, Squid Chess 2.0.
So that was all for this tutorial. If you have learned something from this video, subscribe and drop a like. And comment down your question and queries regarding this tutorial. Meanwhile, take care of your loved ones too. Have an artistic day. Tattoos.